All right, Betty the dog, what do you think? Nothing? You're gonna lie down? Sure? We're gonna try to get some more ground ready for beans. And we're gonna get started right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, it's the Oliver Man. And we have to kind of do a dance of stuff here. Since I am all by myself, I need to take some vehicle over there that I can run back if I have to. So we're gonna need this trailer here in a minute. But we should probably also add a little oil to our friend here, because it does use a little. It's about a quart down, I believe. You probably can't see. Yeah. The thing is, it's consistent, so maybe that's where it wants to live. I don't know. It has not used any more than that bit. When it gets down to that little bit, then it's happy. So I'm gonna call that good. All right, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get, well, first of all, I noticed it must have rained overnight because it's a little bit dampish, but that ain't gonna affect what we're doing. I mean, when you look out there in the field or in the driveway, you can't hardly tell that anything has happened. I don't know if I can go forward a little bit and try to get where I can get to my trailer. I wasn't thinking about all of this when I parked everything, so it's kind of a dance to get things loose. Also, the fuel gauge is off in this a little, because when it's totally level full, it shows it's about a quarter of a tank, or 3/4 of a tank. So yeah, I would rather have it read like it's got less in it than it read like it's got more in it, you know. There's so much work to do and so little time, but that is okay. We're just gonna do whatever we get done, and that's how it is. Oh, good, it latched itself. The other day I drove all the way to town and back, didn't I, Buddy the dog? And realized it wasn't latched. So shh, don't tell anybody. Ah, geez, the air out here is already getting pretty thick. You can chew on it. That ain't no fun. Also, it's been a while since we've drove the little black death trap, so we should probably, well, is this one of those? There we go. See if we can give it a little go-go juice. You pour it in and it leaks out the frame as fast as you can? Sure. Hopefully most of it went where it's supposed to. I don't even know if those ramps are in the right spot, are they? Giddy up. Oh. That was an interesting ride. Hoping I didn't dip my fuel tank. Whoop. It's on here. It's good enough. Now we're gonna chain it down, you know, for safety. On our way, on our way. I was going to leave that little buggy there and drive the pickup back, but I might leave the pickup there, drive the little buggy back to get the tractor. Because my cooler is on the pickup, you see. And that would probably make more sense. And then I wouldn't be relying on that little piece of garbage to start again later. We'll have to do this several times throughout the year now, because yeah, there's nobody around to help me, so sure. All the little beans are coming up though. You probably can't see that from the truck, but it's looking pretty good. So maybe being the last one is actually going to amount to something. I don't know. All right, well, it's way too early in the morning for me to have lost my hat already, but that looks like what's happened, so sure. Oh, I guess it's in here. Little bucket. I don't know. Don't know what that is. Oh, we made it back. As soon as the camera beeped, look who came running. Yep, he's a star. But we should be good to go now, if we can make it over there. And then whenever we're done with this over there, I guess we'll come get the little buggy again. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I'm going to have to figure out how is Ross going to get all of the vehicles where they need to be. I don't know yet, but we'll figure that out in what order to move this to the other place we have to go. Sure. Nice thing about this one is the air conditioner works. So I'm not sure what combination of flasher still works on this. We need to have a headlight day where we work on everything and get it back in shape. I don't think the fender flashers work anymore. I don't remember what we did, and we had that apart, I guess, when that lube pump went out. It's been a long time ago. But the wiring was crap. If you buy the Hobo Freight wiring kit, I thought we had something because it's already split into 2 branches, and I thought it was going to work so great. Well, turns out it doesn't last. It gets the green cancer of death inside the wire, and then that's all she wrote, friends. So anyway, things you learn. Now old BTD, he doesn't need to be following us along. He needs to go back home, but I don't know if he'll do that thing. He's doing some sad and strange things, crossing over in front of us. Now what do you bet that freaking car is going to want to come this way? Just ridiculous. Calm her down, horse. Gotta make sure we don't smush that fence. I think we're far enough away. Famous last words? Oh, yeah. Ah, come on. Well, struggles abound, friends. I stopped to move my pickup and I noticed it puking out oil, which it only seems to do as it's running. And it's coming out somewhere up in there, which you can't hardly see. There has been some hellacious vibration on this, but it's weird because it comes and goes, and it, like, a lot of it is, it's vibrating the metal on the cab. So I don't know that that has anything to do with it, and it might just be a coincidence. There's several things that this could be. It could be a seal out behind the drive shaft. It could be that one of the lines has busted and it's leaking a little bit. But at any rate, it's burning hot now and I can't do anything about it. So I'm going to pull this off to the side, and then I guess I'll go get the 9650 and we'll see if we can finish up with it. I mean, we should be able to. The only thing is it's almost totally out of fuel, so hopefully there's enough in that jobby there to get her done. I knew this would not be just a simple thing. It was working too good. So I don't know. We'll have to, it's going to be an ordeal. I have to go get that little buggy back over here and then take it and go get the 9650 so that I have a vehicle, because this vehicle is not going to go. My plan on this is it's obviously not leaking terribly fast, because it's probably been leaking for a while. So and it only leaks when it's running. So if I fill up the front half of the transmission again, I think I can drive it home. I just got to get a lot more oil, which I actually have on hand for some other project, but I don't know that that's going to be today's affair. It's just inconvenient every way you look at it. It's just inconvenient. I wonder though if I would, maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I should, instead of getting the little buggy, maybe I should get the 96 or the extra oil and just unhook this and get the 9650. It wouldn't happen to be in a, nope. Okay, well, sadness abounds, you know. That's fine. We were about due for a major failure. All right, plan B is get fertilizer now before they close, spread it, and then worry about working the rest of it in later. So we'll go get the 9650 and all that in a bit. So I didn't want them to close up before I was done and then sit all night with not being able to do anything. So yeah, there's our nice fertilizer spreaders. They do get rusty. All right, friends, we got a full load we're gonna go get rid of. I cannot tell you how much I want to be done, but we're a long ways from that. So whatever. Come on, baby doll. Bovines, sure. I don't know if at the slower speed you can see it or not, but the beans are coming up. The corn is up about like that, so that's what we want. Okay, that's done. I think what I'm going to do now is we are going to slowly, as we're getting wore down by life, I'm going to go get some gear oil, which I have around here, and we're going to try to limp that 4180 home, because yeah, there we go. No, yeah, that way also my pickup will be there, and then if I get home with the 4180, we'll use the 9650 or hop in it and go. So yeah, all right, this will either go very okay or very wrong, but it'll definitely be easier to work on at home. It only leaks while it's running, so I'm thinking higher gear, lower RPM, you know, and just cruise her home, and hopefully we're good. It also appears that it's leaking hydraulics back here, so we'll need to power wash that and figure out what all its sins are. But I'm pretty sure I know what the front one is, and I'm hoping it's not that bad. But that could all determine, or all depend on how this trip home goes. We might totally destroy it on our trip home. All it can do is lock up the transmission. And if that's the worst that could happen on the road, why, is that really bad? Yeah, kinda. let's get home first and then I'll tell you what it is. Success here. Made it into the driveway. Now if it self-destructs, at least it won't be hard to pull it to the woods and leave it sit. Let's park it over here in the dead row. Whoop, stop, stop. Alright. Sure. Oh, it's still puking. All right. So the problem is the top drive shaft, which runs your hydraulics and everything in the back half. There is a flange deal that bolts to the front of the case, and it holds a stub shaft with a flange on it that your drive shaft bolts to. And that housing, that 3-bolt housing, has worked itself loose. I could see it moving in there. And so what it's done is it's tore up the seal, and I'm hoping that's all that it's done. There's an O-ring and a seal, and I'm hoping that the moving in and out has ruined the O-ring, and it's just a matter of disassembling all of that and putting in new stuff and going again. And then possibly also it's time to look into getting a new top drive shaft made or something, because I'd say it's getting a little bit wore and it's unbalanced and causing vibration. Because there are times, friends, when this thing vibrates like crazy, and then the next second it's perfectly fine. It runs smooth as silk, and there's nothing you can do to make it. I haven't pinpointed what the thing is to do to make it get worse or get better while you're using it. It's just like it's random. So basically, I would say it's time to check into drive shafts, and that's fine. No, buddy, the dog, you're acting silly. That's fine. As we were saying before we rudely got cut off by 1% battery, I'm not upset about that 4180 at all. I mean, it's time. That thing has basically been fairly trouble-free in all the time I've had it. And when I bought it, they even said at the auction it needs new drive shafts. So we've made it like 10 years. So I'm not, if it's time, it's time. I'm just hoping that nothing else is majorly wrong, but it shouldn't be, because the only thing on that top shaft goes to the center of the flywheel for live power. There's no transmission gears or anything on there. It's just a shaft in there to this coupler flange deal, and then that's it. So yeah. Now I noticed something about this rig a while ago that you might call sadness, other than all the cab trash that really should be cleaned up. It looks like it's got a flat tire or a low tire. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull it out here where we can get to it, and we're going to air it up. Why, dear friends? Because nothing can ever be easy. We have to always struggle. We can be as prepared as we can be, and we can think we got it all taken care of, and then before you know it, we're hosed. You know? Oh. All right, we'll work here in the direct sunlight because it's only like 140 degrees, so that'll be good for us. And the problem is, see, walking tandems, when you got those, friends, you got to have air in both tires good, otherwise you will be in a bad sadness on the road. Oh boys, I hope we can find a valve core. Oh boys, I don't see a valve stem. That's not good. Ooh, that's not good at all. That's not good at all. This has got one of those savers on it, the protectors, which is good. If it really protected. Oh yeah. Sweet. I bet this tire's tubeless. That's a problem. Come on. Come on, baby. Don't not work either. That would be sad. Come on, 35. We got 9 PSI in it. Taking a long time, friends, but we got to do it. Just be glad it's taking air. I think we'll put some in that one too because it looks like it's low. Maybe I hit something with them, I don't know, but I sure didn't notice it the other day. They were all 4 up good. Okay, let's try this again, friends. Let's try this again. Oh, the temptation is to just wait till tomorrow, but no. We're gonna keep going. We want this done so badly. 9, 10. We get it going real good, then idle it down, step on the clutch. You can shift into 10th effortlessly. So sure. Oh, Buddy the dog, one of these days you're gonna get smushed because you just won't pay attention. Buddy the dog, dang it. It does do this deal where, like, if I step on the clutch now, it matches your speed. It downshifts, like there it downshifted to 11. So you don't start from a dead stop or anything, you know. Give it all it's got either on the road because of front wheel assist. So I mean, it's already going 17.6 miles an hour, and that's about half throttle probably. So wow, I probably didn't get a lot of footage. Today's been quite the day. But I got half of this ready to plant. I've been going through with that disc over here. You can't see, it's dark. It's all been passed over once, so I'll probably go again with it. This I actually didn't do the whole thing twice with the disc. Some of it was just one pass with this disc and one pass with the field cultivator, and it's beautiful. So we'll just have to see what it's like. But anyway, at least we're making progress forward. It's been slow but steady. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we'll be planting. Friends, I don't know that you can see it, but I thought maybe the GoPro would pick it up. We'll have to wait for the truck's lights to go out. They stay on for a few seconds. But can you see all those little, I don't know if the GoPro is good enough to pick it up or not, but fireflies everywhere, all over the place. Just like when I was a kid, you'd see them out like that, you know? And it's kind of, it seems like, I don't know, as you get older, they're not as bright as they were when you were a kid. I mean, but there's a bunch of them tonight. I guess the world is too polluted with light too. There's a lot more, people have a lot more security lights and stuff on than there was 40 years ago. But you know, that's neat. You don't see them all the time anymore, but they're all over. There's thousands of them. Like I said, I don't know if the GoPro is, it doesn't look on the screen like it's getting it, but hey, pretty neat. But the dog. It's the next day. Actually, I don't know how many next days it is. It rained last night. Here I thought that I was going to, you know, plant today, and I don't know if that's going to happen now. We got to go over there and check it out. I was trying to look and see what I had that might have had water in it. So, you know, my rain gauge, I need to get a different one. It's down for the count. It's had so much rain go through it this year that I think it's wore out. But the ground is still, I don't know, buddy the dog, what do you think? Yeah. I guess what we'll do is we will hook up to the trailer, because that's got our fuel on it, and we're going to put more fuel in the 9650, and we'll see what it is. I mean, it doesn't look like it's enough to keep us from going, but when we get over there, it might be a different story, you know. It might have rained more over there. I heard it. It was probably about 2:30 in the morning. Come on, car. It was about 2:30 in the morning, and it, I don't know, it cut loose, and then it just kept on for a good while. So, I don't know. Well, that rain was definitely good for those beans. I think they doubled in size overnight. They needed that. And I'm sure the corn did as well. We can't see it from here, but it was up pretty good anyway. So, yeah. I'm sure that it's probably a little bit too wet, but we're gonna go try anyway. What I mean is there's a fine line between where you're actually accomplishing something and you're just making things worse. And I don't wanna root around and make a mud hole, you know. We'll see. It's actually not too bad, but I think the sun ought to bake on it a little bit before we try to plant into this, because it would just stick to everything. I don't know. All right. Gotta remember where I did with the key for this. Here it is. This tractor pulls that disc decent-ish, but you can tell it's a little much for it weight-wise. It doesn't do as good as the 4180 in that regard. With understanding, I mean, this is front-wheel assist, not really full-time four-wheel drive like the other one was designed for, but that's okay. Trying not to hit the fence with the disc, you see. Oh! Trying not to hit the trailer with the duals. Sure. Yeah, a little bit of test tillage there. It's a little bit sticky, but I don't know. In case you're new to this adventure, 9650's fuel gauge does not work, and the part does not exist anymore. In other words, the sending unit is unobtainium. And when it was, the last time it was thousands of dollars. And so I've just been rolling where every time you start the day, you put fuel in it. And it seems to have, that system works pretty good for me so far. So sure. See, isn't that handy? They gave you places to hook jumper cables from the factory. This could take a while, so I'll bring you back when it's more interesting. This is not the most, like, I would rather that they had put that filler like on the back or something, because this is really goofy. You have to kind of hang on here. The door is kind of in your way if you're big. I guess if you were a small person, it wouldn't matter. So you got to balance on the ladder whilst doing this. You know, it'd have been a lot easier back in the days when you could be like up here. But no room up there. The tank is all the back half of the cab and underneath. So they had to do it this way, and then the hose wraps around and goes to the back, which is kind of bizarre, and it's kind of tricky too. You got to make sure that when you fill it, you don't block. You can actually shoot the fuel into the vent hose, and then it'll back up, and it makes you think that it's full, but it's not. It's because it's not getting air then. So I don't know, quirks about it, friends, that you learn over time. It's just a little bizarre. Well, I started hearing some strange noises out in the field. What could it be? Well, calcium tire of sadness, looks like to me. Sure. Yep. Don't know what level that is, but I guess it's different because it's just a dual. So maybe it's not, you know, look how pretty it looks from this side. Okay, well, that tire's got to leave. We got to take it off. And then we need to probably air this one up because it looks like it's a little low, and it was probably putting more load onto the dual, making it work harder, and obviously it did not like that. So, not a big loss. I mean, it wasn't a bad tire for a dual, but whatever. Quite honestly, I should probably buy a new tire for that and move that one out, but that's another day's problem. We'll get this popped off of here, and then hopefully we can go back, run the field cultivator over that, and then it'll be ready to go. It's been drying a little all day, and I think it's gonna be fine. So yeah, I got to figure out what I all need. I know I put there was a small hole in it, and so I put like a small, I don't know, I guess that would have been unnecessary, but I figured if all the other lug nuts backed out, maybe that one with the nut would keep the wheel from falling off. But I didn't think about the tire, you know. So yeah, we'll get this popped off of here, and we should be back in business relatively easily. All right, we're back. I shuffled some stuff around, got some more seed. So we're gonna get this tire off, then we're going to go field cultivate, hopefully. Then we're going to bring this back, get the pickup, which has seed on it. We're gonna go back and plant. I moved the planter tractor and all that over there a while ago. So yeah, I'm hoping that we're gonna have some success. I can't believe these are, I shouldn't say that yet because there's still time for sadness to happen, but I can't believe that this is working so far. When I bought the 9650, it did not have the duals on it anymore. And one dual was across the road, and the other dual he loaned out to a friend. So we had to go find it. And I can't remember if this is the one we had to go find. I don't think this is the one that I had dismounted. One of them I had to fix because it was going flat. Or it was flat, I should say. Maybe it was this one, I don't know. We need to look at the other one and see. I wouldn't feel so bad if this wasn't the one that I dealt with. Stay. Oh. Oh. What a sad sack. Sadness, friends. Sadness. I guess I should have just kept going. I could have probably got it to totally dismount itself. But that's okay. That's okay. Let's look at this one. It's not much better. It's going to go too. I think this is the one I had loose. Well, maybe not. Maybe it was the other one. I was going by how new the valve stem and that look. This tire's about to go too. It's got sins all around it. It's starting to do that separation too, and this tire's got plenty of air in it, so it's not that. It's just, I guess it was their time. It was their time. Now I'm going to put these bolts back in because that's the way they were when I bought the tractor, and maybe that'll keep it, you know, the hole's nice where a guy could put a dual back on it. Progress is slow, but it is going. I need to take this down and air it up. I was gonna try to look and see. I really didn't want to have to crawl, but I guess I will. Uh-oh, that ain't gonna work. Oh, body doesn't like that. We might try to swap. I don't know if I've done that before yet. No, I don't think I have. So sometimes what you can do is swap the whole core, and then it'll never go down again because the fluid has corroded those. I would assume it has fluid in it. It's just gonna take, we're gonna have to move all this out of the way. That's fine though. We're gonna top it off with fuel. It is very fuel efficient, I will say that. It appears to be. But I don't want to run it out. I don't want to run it out. I should probably get some footage since you people like videos, and I'm not a very good cameraman, but I'm almost done in this little smaller part of this. Since it's got a fence between it, it's like 2 fields. So if I get this done, then I got to do a couple passes in there where I've drove over it and made it not pretty, and I want to fix that. Then we can take this home and we can go get the pickup, which has got the seed on it, and then we can start planting. I'm debating on whether I really want to start tonight, because it's going to be probably 8:30 by the time I get home, and then by the time I get back, you know, I probably won't get started planting till 9 o'clock. So if that's what it looks like, I may just wait till in the morning, which I don't know, that could bite me. You never know, it could rain or something, but I don't know. I'd rather just do it and be doing it and get it done than have to stop and start planting, you know. If it rained on it and part of it was planted and then I didn't get it for another 2 weeks, then that would look dumb if you only had part of it done. So I don't know, but we'll see what the time works out to. Hopefully we don't have any more sadness today. I could have probably had more time if I hadn't have spent so much time over at the last 20-acre piece. I took the disc over there and left it, but I made a few laps, and I made a discovery, friends, that we're gonna see in another video. But I had some volunteer wheat come up, and it's good enough in some places that I think I'm gonna try to combine it. So we'll visit that in a whole separate thing. But I worked up the parts that over there that weren't anything, but I got 2 good squares that I think would probably maybe make a little bit of grain for whatever, you know. So that's what we'll do there. But I was trying to minimize the amount of pulling stuff back and forth, you know, because I don't think I will get the 4180 fixed anymore this year, or anymore before we get this planted, because I wanted to have this planted by tomorrow. I wanted to have it all planted, but my plans changed when I saw what that looked like over there. So if we can get this done tomorrow, then we have made some good progress, I feel like. And then that'll take however long it takes, but whatever. I mean, we're in it this far. 5 days or 4 days isn't going to make any more difference than not. So that's just the way it is. But this is, like I said, we're almost from here to just right over there. I don't know if you can see the color change maybe on the GoPro. So another couple laps, and then we can do the couple laps in there, and then we can drive home. And hopefully all of our pieces will stay on, unlike our wheel of sadness. So yeah, we're gonna keep after it. Buddy the dog, what do you think? I think we will go back and plant some. We might get an hour of planting. I don't know if that'll I don't think I can get that, even the little field planted, but I don't know. We're gonna go till I can't take it anymore. All right, Buddy the dog. What you doing, pal? Checking it out? Sure. Got my hands full or I'd pet you. I planted until 10 o'clock last night, so we're gonna go back today and finish that up. Basically, I just have to do the end rows on the little field and then do the big field. I do need to get, I have 1 bag of treated seed in the other trailer, so I need to get that first. What I'm saying is, they don't take back treated seed, so if I don't want to have that one left over, I want to use it today. Be done with it. These are untreated, which just means instead of green, they're plain old soybean colored. 1 hole in it. I wonder if that's a mouse hole. I wonder if a mouse decided, let's eat this guy's soybeans just because we can. All right, back to work. Okay, that's all full. Let's see about picking up where we left off. Shouldn't be difficult, but one never knows, do they? The biggest thing is going to be seeing my marker mark. Otherwise, we can start by the fence and come the other way. windrows along the road, and we should be good to go. I hope so anyway. I didn't film, I filled it up again off camera, so there should be more than enough in there, and then some that we can start on the other piece when we get it done. I'll probably still have to go back and get, I don't know, 13 to 20 more bags. I don't know, just depends. I usually get extra and then take back what I don't use, but sleep. Yes, we got that done. So yeah, we're making progress, however slow it may be. I guess we will go back and get the pickup now. And then tomorrow it is supposed to rain like crazy, so I probably won't start anything else before that happens. It's actually supposed to rain tonight, so I think for the rest of today I will work on fixing stuff, because we know we got plenty of stuff that needs fixing. And yeah, a lot of my own stuff, but that's gotta, some of it's gotta wait. I gotta get some of these projects for other people done and get them out of my life. I'm sick of this. So, and I got more people calling wanting stuff. We got to go look at a 1650 that's got a blown steering line for somebody, and yeah, we just got to do the thing and get some stuff done. So yeah, let's go get the pickup so we actually have all of our stuff back home. Buddy the dog, what are you doing? Finding a shady spot to snooze? I don't blame you. Well, this little rig run, like clockwork, friends. One of these days this thing's gonna kill us, but also it smells like death. One time I forgot and I left the windows open, and it was open for like a long time, like months. So yeah. How much is that dog in the window? The one who runs in traffic? I don't know why he acts like this with this. Yeah! He doesn't like this little black buggy, I guess. I don't know. Or he thinks it's kidnapping me. I'm not real sure. Whatever. Some of the gauges are working, aren't they? Well, that's neat. All right, little buggy. Can we do it again? Can we load and unload? Get out. All right. All we gotta do is get home, little buggy. Didn't know we were gonna have a Cortiva pallet with us and all kinds of stuff. All right, now we'll chain it down for safety. Sure, we've got chains. Okay. All right, we got, yeah, Buddy the dog, look at that. Camera beeps and he comes running. We got that done, but we still have the last piece to do. And like I said before, we discovered that there was some volunteer wheat that looks pretty good, and the German in me cannot throw that away. So I have to try to get some of that off of there and see. So that's what I'm going to be doing today's project. I forgot to record an ending to this video, so I thought I'd do it now before I get started on the next thing. But we have lots of homework to do on this poor thing. I noticed that there's lots of bearings out now in it, so we don't want to repeat what happened here. We need to fix this section and all that. I have some of the stuff on hand, but we're gonna switch to the Landau for the last hurrah, you know. See, there's one out. Buddy the dog is trying to get some camera attention in the background by doing strange things, but that's okay. Anywho, we're gonna call this one here. As always, friends, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing, and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.